Welcome back to Ozarks FOX. I love these ladies because not only are they fun and they're survivors, but they asked, is this live?
Yeah.
Is this live TV? We're like, yes, it is. So if you want to say hi to Mom, you can. You absolutely can. TJ and I were at Big Shots Wednesday night for the kickoff for the Real Men Wear Pink campaign, and we got to meet some of the portraits of hope. And part of, I think, breast cancer awareness is not only honoring those who did not survive, but cherishing the survivors and hearing their stories, because we've all been affected. TJ has, I have, and these ladies are all survivors, and hearing their stories is so powerful. It gives me goosebumps. Jill, you made me cry at the kickoff.
Yes.
I know TJ and I are both sniffling because your story's powerful. Jill, can you tell everybody your name and just give us your story?
Sure. Good morning. I'm Jill Wiggins, and in June of 2019, I just went in for my annual mammogram. I was called back for a diagnostic mammogram, which was not atypical for me. That was pretty standard for me. I always got a little bit nervous, but went in for my diagnostic mammogram in July and was told I needed a biopsy, which was pretty terrifying. A couple days later, I got the call that I had cancer, and it was really, really hard initially for my family to get that news. My husband and I shared it with our boys all along. What was amazing was the support that we received. I did go through a bilateral mastectomy with reconstruction, and I ended up having to go through chemo, which was really hard. Lost my hair. I've got my hair back, which is really exciting. It came back in curly, which is a thing. Sometimes that happens with chemo. But you know what? Organizations like the American Cancer Society were so good to me. I got a free wig from the American Cancer Society, which was really... it's a thing when you lose your hair to have something like that.
And can I just say quickly, too, your last name is Wiggins, and your team name, I mean, does it not fit perfectly? Come on, tell everybody your team name.
I know, we're Team Wig, which we had no idea at the time that I was going to lose my hair, but we are Team Wig, and yeah, that kind of came full circle, too. So, but I am so excited to be part of the American Cancer Society making strides against breast cancer this year as a portrait of hope, and I just, I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, we're grateful you're here, and I'm glad you didn't make us cry today, because TJ and I didn't bring any Kleenex. I know TJ's already crying over there. Let's move on. Could you please tell everybody your name and a little bit of your story?
Absolutely. I'm Tammy Dixon, and I was diagnosed in August of 2018, which is about 6 months after my mother was diagnosed. And as a member of a fraternity that spends their time bringing awareness and education to breast cancer, I knew a lot about it, but I had no idea how much I didn't know. So I had a lumpectomy, and then I did chemo and then radiation, and it was a long journey, but I'm here today, and I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to be a portrait of hope to help spread awareness and education further. So.
We're glad you're here, too. Oh, we're losing your sash here.
Not
Sorry.
your sash,
Sorry.
so amazing.
Not the sash. There we go. TJ?
And we have another portrait of hope. Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself, and of course, introduce yourself to everyone.
Okay. I'm Sarah Mahaffey, and I was diagnosed in June of 2019, also with Jill. Different a little bit than Jill's story is that I found my own lump. I was just coming into my 40th year, had never had a mammogram. I have no family history, no risk factors. So it was a pretty terrifying experience on a Friday night, as always. And so we picked up the pieces and we went to my daughter's softball game, even though knowing all weekend my life was definitely going to change. My husband and 4 children rode the waves with us. I did. Sorry.
No.
It's hard to talk about.
That's okay.
You kind of cover those things up to be strong for your family and for my patients, professional in this community. So I started instantly into chemo. I did chemo for about 4.5 months. Then I had bilateral double mastectomy I had positive lymph nodes as well. And so my surgery was pretty aggressive, but thank goodness for Dr. Bucky Buckner, who took great care of me, and Dr. Robert Ellis, who is my oncologist, and Dr. Abdallah, who then I did my surgery and 33 rounds of radiation.
Oh my gosh.
And then I did a number of months more. I was having infusions for 12 full months. And so it was a wonderful relief to lose my port in August of 2020, because that was with me when you have a 3-year-old who doesn't understand what you're going through and why you have that thing in your chest. And the community of Springfield was wonderful. My patients, our family, our friends, organizations like this really do pull you through, and my faith. It's an opportunity in life to where you get to feel carried by prayer and the support of people that you do life with. So I'm glad to be here, for sure, because it's been a heck of a ride.
We're glad to have you here. And
Thanks.
yes, thank God for all of you guys being here.
Yes, and I think you touched on something too, Jill. You touched on this the other night. I'm sure you agree, Tammy, that faith, family, and friends really played an integral part of just surviving. And if you don't have that, you don't have anything. And it's the community rallying around you, and that really spoke to me. And now we're all crying again because
I know.
How could you not when you're talking to these amazing survivors? Tell the people why it's important to donate this month.
Yeah, this is an incredible opportunity to show our community how much we support each other. And I think that's a thing for me is my word is together. We are in this together, and together we can save lives.
Absolutely. Ladies, thank you guys so much. And
yes.
You know what? To end on a lighter note, as she's talking, we're talking about survivors. The only song that keeps popping in my head, TJ, is I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. And that's what these ladies are doing.
Yes.
That's what the American Cancer Society is doing, guys. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun from Price Cutter on East Battlefield for Breast Cancer Awareness Month right after this. I'm a survivor. I'm not going